Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another beautiful evening with us on Live with Lloyd. I'm your host, astronumerologist Lloyd Strayhorn. As you see, we have an amazing guest that's going to be coming on in just a moment, Queen B, who is now Melinda Valentine. So we're going to be talking to her and seeing what's going on with her and other things of that nature. But in the meantime, I do want to welcome, let's see. Okay, is everything good? Everything is working. That's a good thing. Everything is working as it should. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us. The year is almost over. It's incredible. This same time next week rather, and a couple of days after that, we'll be into the brand new year of 2026. But before I get started with my wonderful guest, let me tell you that today is Monday. It is the 22nd. Yesterday was the winter solstice, symbolically representing the sign of winter. And so this is December the 22nd of 2025. The sun is in Capricorn. The moon is also in Capricorn. So it's kind of like a new moon. It's a 3 universal month, a 7 universal week, a 7 universal day. So for those in the audience that are Pisces or Cancer, or those that are born on the 2nd, the 11th, the 2nd, the 7th, the 11th, the 16th, the 20th, like my guest, the 25th or the 29th, without question, this is your year. So let me introduce our sponsors. In fact, our guest, Melinda Valentine, is one of our major sponsors at Numeralytics. Go to numeralytics.net. You'll see at the bottom of the flyer is her phone number to get in contact with her. We'll get more information in depth. She is the author of these 4 volumes on reflections, earth sign reflections. Also, after earth sign will come the air sign of Aquarius. Yay. After that will come Pisces, water. And we just left the fire sign of Sagittarius. So you should have all 4 of these books in your collection. Also, Dr. Uchenna Hackett, his wonderful book, Soul First, Mastering 24 Hours, Mastering Life. Also Nicholas Brooklyn at 1396 Fulton Street in Brooklyn, Nueva York. And go there. It's a wonderful place. So if you need to get any last minute gift givings, go there and get your items. She's got such a variety of products and services. Also, Recept is so for those of you who are thinking about setting up a business and want to open up a business, to have a kind of like an AI receptionist to kind of get you started by taking your calls and whatnot, this is the place. Click on the QR code to get a discount of 35% off. And then last is Manifest on Purpose with Miss Kimberly. She has published a book, The Business of Numerology. Also go to her website, Kimberly, Kimbaley. She also too has a numerology calculator on her site, but it's for individuals as well as business. Mine is just for individuals, but I'll talk about that later. But the main thing to bring on is my wonderful, wonderful guest, Melinda Valentine. Melinda, how we doing, lady? Oh, ho. You got
Hi,
it.
Lloyd.
How you doing?
I'm great. Thank you so much for having me.
You're looking good, young lady. How you been?
I'm very good. I want to really thank you for having me. I want to say peace and love to the Live with Lloyd family, of course, to Empress Jazz and everyone in the audience. Thank you for tuning in. And I've been doing very well. I'm very happy that this 9 universal year is coming to a close. And I'm looking forward to the 1 universal year coming up. Looking forward to it.
I think we're all doing it, especially since it favors Leo, and somebody we know in this interview is a Leo. Okay, so
That's
it's
right.
good. It's good. So now you got a couple of things going on, and we're going to be taking. I guess we're going to be taking some birthdays and comments and stuff like that too.
Yeah, we'll take some birthdays, we'll take some comments. But I do have a lot going on, and what I wanted to do tonight really is I just wanted to share a lot of the things that I have going on. Of course, we know that we're in a 9 universal year, and if anyone is subscribed to my channel or watches my podcast, you know I call our universal and personal year together. I call that our up cycle. So this whole year in the non-universal year, I've been in a 9-1 upcycle. So while the universe was ending and having closure, I was in a year of new beginnings, of creativity, of kind of stepping out there on my own and just really creating and look starting something new. So I wanted to just kind of share with everyone some of the things that I've been doing.
Good. Please do. Please do.
And that starts with the new website. So what I'm going to do now, first, I'm just going to go ahead, Lloyd. If you want to share the website, I'm going to put it up
I
on the screen.
certainly will. Hold on one second. Here we go.
Yeah. So this is the new website, guys. It's numeralytics.net. And you can do everything on this website. You can talk to me. You can book services. You can shop. You can shop the journals. We have other things that I'll be showing tonight that you can shop. And I also do have some numerology tools on the website. So between Lloyd, Kimberly, and you guys can go on all three of our websites and get you a mini numerology reading.
Very
Um,
good. Very good.
from all the tools that we all have kind of done. And this is really indicative of the one universal year coming up because this is a year filled with new technology, progression moving forward. So this is, all of us are very on par for, coming up with these new inventive ideas. So I just wanted to share this with you guys so you guys can reach me here. Of course, we are the triple A of the soul's journey. And what I wanted to really look at first before we get into the calculator is I wanted to reveal to the family that I've come up with something. Like I said, I've been in a one personal year, so it was up to me to really be inventive and creative and come up with something new.
That
And it
makes
was
sense. Makes
yeah,
sense.
and it was so funny, Lloyd, because in my in October, when we were in that one universal month in October review season, and
Hmm.
that one universal month, I was in an 11 personal month. And during that month, I was getting all kinds of spiritual downloads. I was getting all kinds of ideas. And when I was in that cycle, it was really overwhelming because you get these ideas and it's like you are looking for ways to kind of set them in motion, but it's also because you're on that cusp energy. So you're setting the ideas in motion, but you're also like germinating the ideas and like nurturing them and still making sure that they have the right details and all that kind of stuff. So
Hmm.
all of this stuff kind of came to me in this month. So the first thing that I wanted to look at is, we've all heard about, I think most of us have heard, and I know I have because I love cards. I love all kinds of like greeting cards and writing notes to people in cards. So we've all heard of like astrology birthday cards.
Hmm.
But what I've never heard of is a astronumerology birthday card. So this is something that just came to me as a download, and I'm like, hey, why don't I make some astronumerology birthday cards? Because I love birthday cards, and I love when I get an astrology birthday card for Leos. Like I love the way it looks. Of course I'm a Leo,
Of
so
course, that makes sense. That makes
it
sense.
makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So I just thought of this. So I'm gonna go to this first tab here,
Yeah,
and I'm gonna
go
pull
to
up the
your
birthday
tabs
card.
and the things that people can see, please. Okay.
Yes. Okay. So here
Oh,
goes the
those are
birthday cards,
nice.
guys. So this one's
Those
Aquarius.
are
So
nice.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to show Aquarius in person. Um, this is the Aquarius, which you see on the screen. So I have a card here. This is Lloyd's card, Aquarius number 7. Okay.
Let me see.
And let me
Get
see
you.
if I can pull one up, Lloyd, so you can see it
Yeah, I
closer.
was gonna say, yeah, because I was trying to enlarge yours.
Here we go.
Oh, that's
All right.
nice.
So this is the Aquarius master number 11. So there's going to be a card for each zodiac sign from obviously from Aries to Pisces. And then
Hmm.
what you have is you have numbers 1 through 9 for the individual frequency or the birthday number. And then we did one for master number 11 and master number 22. So altogether, Lloyd, this was 132 different designs that had to come and go into this design of making these birthday cards.
Belinda, that's a lot of
So
work. 132 cards.
yeah, it's a lot of work. And this is the way the back would look.
Hmm.
So to have your sign on there, it has some keywords about your number and your sign, and your planets are there. So this is just very cool. And then you can scan on the back to get to the website if you want to get a
Now,
reading.
what's the inside look like? You have an image of the inside?
Yes. So this is the inside.
Oh, that's nice.
So this is I'm trying to pull it up. And down here for Aquarius 11, that's a visionary, humanitarian, master idealist. Okay. So we just came up with some different keywords, and then here go your other keywords, and then there's a blessing on each side of the card. May your year move like an 11, illuminated, inspired, bold. Share the message, walk in light, and then the seasonal nudge for Aquarius is to innovate and serve the collective.
Well, my
Um,
birthday is in February. Definitely feel free to drop me a card. This is this is great. Now,
so
how can people order the cards?
okay, so everyone can order the cards by going to the website at numeralytics.net. Okay, so if you go to numeralytics.net, you can order the cards there. Everything that you see here, you can order on the website. And then I'll just go and show my other favorite card. I want to show the other one that I really, really like.
Now, this is where
Hold on, let
people
me
can
get
get
this
in
one.
touch with you for to get the card and consultations and everything too, right?
Correct.
Okay,
So everything is on the banner. Okay.
I'm
Um,
gonna put it. I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna hold on. Let me see something. I'm gonna put it where people it can just scroll across the bottom.
and this is Libra. This is one of my favorite cards. I was trying to pull Libra up on the website. Here it goes. So we'll just pull up a Libra one so we can get a contrast
Yeah,
on
let's.
the card.
Oh yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
So this is Libra. So each card will have a design that matches the zodiac from my point of
Hmm.
view.
Hmm.
You know, and then on each side it has a different message, obviously geared toward that person's number and toward their sign.
What inspired you to
Okay.
do the cards? Those are nice. I like the way, especially the symbols are designed.
Yes. So what inspired me to do them again, Lloyd? Like I said, first of all, I love birthday cards. I just love cards. I love dropping people notes and cards. I've always liked to buy like nice little card to drop a note to people. And like I said, I've always loved astrology birthday cards, and being an astronumerologist, I felt that there was an opening for astronumerology birthday cards. And it's also a way to push this science forward too, because it gets more people interested and it gets more people saying, oh, what's that? And how do I pick that out? So there comes with instructions so you can make sure
Yeah,
you
I
pick
was
out the
going to
right
say,
card.
can you read how people can, because you got
Yes.
birthday cards, but it's how to choose your astronumerology birthday card. So can you explain?
Yes. So the way you choose it, obviously you pick your sun sign first. So Aries through
Aquarius.
Pisces.
Very good. Thank you.
So we'll use Lloyd as an example. So we will pick
Okay.
Aquarius for Lloyd. And then you want to find your individual frequency, which is what I call the birthday number. So at Numeralytics, I name things here. So at Numeralytics, we call the birthday number the individual frequency, because that's your
Mm-hmm.
individual frequency.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it's the day of birth. So if it's the single digit 1 through 9, that's your individual frequency. So if you were born on, someone I see in the audience is 11/6, so they would be a Scorpio 6, okay? Because their
Mm-hmm.
frequency is a 6, they're born on the 6th. But if it's a two-digit number, like say they're born on the 31st of the month, you would add the 3 plus the 1 to get the 4, and then whatever their sign is, say they were a Scorpio, they would be a Scorpio 4, okay? Now, if they're born on the 11th or the 29th of the month, they are a master number 11. So you want to get them a master number 11 card. Each sign has a master number card. If
Mm-hmm.
they're born on the 22nd of the month, like some people that I know that are born today, happy birthday, Nick. Um, you would get that person a Capricorn 20 master number 22 card. So when
Mm-hmm.
you get to the master numbers, I make sure I make special cards for the master numbers. However, we know that all of our family members don't live in the master number realm. So if you want to get them like the base number, you can also do that. So, if they're born on the 22nd, you can also buy them a number 4 card. If they're born on the 11th or the 29th, you can also buy them a number 2 card, but you do have the option to get a master number card. And that's the way that you pick the card. And then once you pick that, so we picked Lloyd, he's a Aquarius, and then I'm going to pick an individual frequency 7, and then
Mm-hmm.
it's just going to bring his card up.
So that
Okay.
way, I like it because you can have Aquarians, but under all the numbers from 1 to 11, master number 11 and 22. But this way, they can, it's not just an Aquarius card, but a more individualistic Aquarius card. That's what you're saying.
That's what I'm
I
saying,
think
Lloyd.
that's
Yes.
unique. I think that's unique.
Yes.
That's
And then
very,
what
very
happens
unique.
is, yep, on the inside, they all have a specialized message just for the numbers, for that number. Okay. And
All
for
right.
the
Now,
sign.
how can they get these cards again?
So you can get these cards by going straight to the website, numeralytics.net. And then on the top, you can see right here, it just says birthday cards. And you can buy everything right through the website. Okay. So you just pick what you want, you put it in your cart, and bada bang, bada boom, you have whatever cards you'd like. And
And
then,
it's numeralytics.net. That's where they go to.
yes.
Yes. And that's scrolling across the bottom. No, 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 no. Excuse me.
Uh
Yeah. Eric is my man, but hold up, hold up.
oh. Yeah, we love Eric, but
Yeah, but hold up. In fact, Erica has a thing on sale now, but let me get your back. My apologies. How in the world
oh,
did I
no
do that?
worries. No
Yeah,
worries.
boy. Well, the one thing about live TV or live
It's
shows,
live.
yes, keeping it real. Okay. Because I was looking, I says, your name don't start with an E. There we go. Melinda Valentine. All right. And she
Right.
is a superb astronumerologist. She's an excellent podcaster. She's an author. Her email is melinda@numeralytics.net. Her site is numeralytics, NUMERALYTICS.net. And her contact for any consultations, because she's one of the best, is 302-492-7722. I like all those twos up in there. You got a lot of twos, okay?
That's called the moon line, Lloyd, and I didn't even choose that number. It chose me.
Yeah, yeah, that is interesting. And your YouTube channel is Numeralytics. And please cash out, because again, she, like a majority, overwhelming majority of my guests, don't have no 401ks, no pension plans. And so for her to continue to do the work and feed her wonderful daughter and other things like that, and for her to continue to work and develop these products and services, please make a cash app donation to BTV 79. That's $ BEETV dot, excuse me, 79. That's it. All
Thank
right. So
you.
I'm going to let that continue at the bottom. So,
Okay.
okay.
Thank you. So one other thing I wanted to add to the birthday card. So please, everyone, feel free to go to the site, look through the cards. They all have a different design. So they're very beautiful cards. I do have them here, but I know it's kind of hard to see on here. So I just wanted to make sure that we pulled it up on the site so everyone can see. And then one other thing that I do have that goes along with the cards as a gift set is I have Cosmic Cub teddy bears. Now, in order to get one of these bears,
Those are nice.
yes. So let me just pull up this bear. It's a Leo 3. So this is a Cosmic Cub Leo 3. It's a fire sign, fire number, a proactive achiever. So these bears go along with the cards, and you can give them as a last minute gift set. You can give these for a newborn baby. Um, Also, I think I'm going to run a special with the bears. If anyone buys a bear, they can get a heavy discount on the numeralytics for toddlers, the natal numeralytics. So we'll do a small chart for the child. So
That's
these are
nice.
the bears that go along with it. And that now for the bears, all of the signs and numbers aren't up here like the cards yet. Um, so if there's a bear that you want and you don't see the sign and number, you just have to email me and let me know. And we'll get it made for you. And you can even get your name on it if you want, but that is a personalization. So we can discuss that. So I didn't put all of the signs and numbers up here because this is kind of more of a customized item, but I
I love
wanted
the bow
everyone to
tie. I love the bow tie. The bow tie
yes.
makes it look distinguished. But that's
I
nice
have
how
one
you
right
got it.
here. Yep. So I have a
So,
Gemini bear with me right now.
mm-hmm.
I have a Gemini. This is a Gemini 4. I have an air sign, air number, and he's a little intellectual thinker, as you can see.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
so, so when you see those initials, because for those of you who may not know, this wonderful guest of mine, Melinda, is a data analyst. And so she does things in ways that most people don't know. So when you see what those initials represent under Leo 3, which is FSSFM. It's because it's a fire sign with a fire number. Okay, and that's what gives it that distinction. So, in other words, if a person wanted to order a gift for Leo for number 2, like yourself, or number 7, or whatever the case is, like my sister, she's a 7. All they got
Hmm.
to do is send it. So they also make an individual request like they do with the cards. That's what you're saying.
Yes, well, the cards, they don't have to do anything with me. They can go on and order whatever card they want. That's all set to go. But with the bears, I just have a few up here. Like I have an Aquarius 7 up here. I have a Leo 3, a Leo 4. I have a few up here. So if you don't see the one you want up here for the birthday you want, yeah, you can just email me and let me know, and I'll I'll make it for you and we can work it out that way.
And I
Um,
like how you got it. So now which one they choose, you give a little reading at the bottom of
yes.
the order.
Yes, there's a little reading here at the bottom. So, like for yours, Lloyd is an Aquarius, born on the 7th, 16th, or the 25th. So their frequency theme is an intellectual humanitarian and a receptive analyzer. And then your mantra, like it just gives you the mantra on the shirt and gives you a little reminder that the mantra is a reminder to ask questions and get to the bottom of things. So each one will have a little keyword and mantra that goes with it as well.
And I will say this, folks, I got my teddy bear in the mail by surprise, and I got it stored in a very safe place. It is so nice. And thank you so much, Melinda. That was so nice. It'd be much, much appreciated too. So you can get
Absolutely.
these for a loved one, for yourself, a child, someone where you want to show affections for. Because I don't know what it is about teddy bears that kids used to want to hug and carry around all day. I mean, things be almost falling off, the leg be falling off, but they still be dragging that teddy bear around. So it's
Right.
very,
It's
very.
like you could keep them all the time. You never don't have to get rid of them, and it doesn't matter what age you are. You can always receive a teddy bear. I love teddy bears, so
I think I'm going to order one for my granddaughter. She's a Leo 1, fire sign with a fire number. She's something else.
okay, all
So I
right.
think I'll
So
do
I'll
that.
make sure to get that one up here, so it'll be very easy to order. But
Yeah,
I
good.
am working on getting them all up here, but it's a lot of work, like I said. So we're still building that part up. But again, I want to make sure that people get what they want. So if they want a little personalization on it, you can just email me and say, "Hey, I want this personalized with this person's name on it," and then we'll get that name on it for the person.
Okay, now I got to be honest. Since you got on, we've had a rash of birthdays coming up in here.
Okay, cool. So let me do two more things, and then I'm
You
going
do
to.
what you want to, and they're waiting, but they put all their birthdays, so it's gonna be fun to go through the birthdays if you want to.
Yeah, we
I
can do
can
that.
help you, but I'm gonna let you show up to show what Melinda can do. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. So
So I also want you guys to know you can purchase the journals here. I know a lot of people say, "Where can I get the journals? Where can I get them?" They are on Amazon. And if you just come to the site, if you can't find them on Amazon, you can just come to my site and you can just hit the button and it'll take you right to the journal. Okay.
and what
So
inspired you to do the journals?
what inspired me to do the journals was because I love journals and I needed a journal myself. So that's always like the main inspiration. Like you solve problems by solving your own problems because usually whatever your problems are, other people are having those problems, right? But I did the journals because the journals are important, and then oftentimes, Lloyd, in my sessions, a lot of my advice that I give, when I'm having people do things to balance their energy, 90% of it is journaling. So 90% of the time I'm telling someone, hey, you need to journal, either this way, or you need to journal for this thing or for that. So I was like, I should have my own journals so people can purchase a journal from me. Also, it's not just a journal; it's a bit of a small guide to your sign, and
Hmm.
some information about your sign and number in there. So you get all of the like physical representations of the number. You get the significations of the number and the sign. So it's very helpful. You get the herbs, you get the colors, you get the superpowers, all that kind of stuff is in there. So I thought that it was a good idea, and I just really love journals, and I use my own journal. So,
Good.
yep.
Good, good, good. Okay.
So the journals are here. So now I want to get into the calculator, okay, that I created.
Please do.
Um,
Where is it on the where is it on your site?
so I have a few, but right now we're going to just be looking at this main one. So
Please
what
do.
I've done is, as people may or may not know, in numerology, we have several numbers that represent us. We're very multidimensional beings. So in order to be a multidimensional being, you have to have multidimensional energies to represent those energies, right? Those numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a lot of numbers, but in numerology, we have what we call core numbers. And the core numbers are the main numbers that affect your life. They're the main numbers that are kind of affect you in the way that you move, in the way that you roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in numerology, there's 5 core numbers. There's your individual frequency, which is your birthday number, which we just talked about. There's your
Mm-hmm.
life path, which is the numbers of all of your whole birthday added up. And that's basically the lessons you came here to learn. That's
Mm-hmm.
over your life's journey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then you have your expression number, which is your full name. So that denotes your talents, skills, and abilities, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, what your destiny is, what are you here and destined to do? And then you have your soul urge, which is the vows in your name, which is what you really want to do, what motivates you, what's
Mm-hmm.
behind and underneath all that. Who are you at your core? And what do you want at your core? And then you have your personality, which is the package that you use to package all of those to the world. That's who people meet. They meet your personality. So when you first meet someone, you're meeting the consonants in their name. You're meeting their personality. That's their representative, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's how it's packaged. So the way that I like to look at those core numbers is I look at them as aspects, just the same way that you can look at aspects in astrology. So you
Mm-hmm.
can just look at these and just compare them based on a numerous, however many factors you want to base it on. But for us, I just based it on a few factors: number, element, planet, polarity, and gender, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I weighted it, but it's by number first. Okay. So you just look at it and that's what it is. So I call it whammy. Okay. And I know that's kind of like, that's, very creative and I come up with a lot of different things. But the reason
Yeah,
I call it whammy is because it is your whammy. It's your wants, your abilities, what you must do, what your individuality is, right? That's whammy.
makes sense.
So
Makes
your
sense.
wants is your heart, which it craves. Your abilities is the skills and gifts that you're naturally born with. Your must is what you must do. It's not negotiable. You have to learn these lessons in your lifetime. And your individual frequency is your mentality. It's who you are. So the soul's expression must individualize to fulfill its design. That's whammy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then the personality is how do you package that? So what I've created on here is a calculator just for the 4 core numbers of whammy. To get all 5 core numbers, you have to book a session. And also we
Makes
go
sense.
further in depth. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you can lock your numbers in here and it'll give you your whammy and it'll give you a base. It's like the basic information of it. But it gives you a starting point on how to understand how your core energies interact with each other. Okay. So each pair of the numbers can form an aspect. So it can be harmonic, complementary, neutral, or conflicting. Okay. And that's pretty straightforward. So let's get down here to the calculator. And if you don't have your whammy, you can put your name in here with your birthday. We don't sell your information. Okay. I don't sell information.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I don't play
and
that
you
either.
you can use Pythagorean or you can use the Chaldean system. So,
How do you
I
switch
put,
to Chaldean? See, I'm looking at Pythagorean. How you got it?
so you can switch
Oh,
it like that.
oh, oh, I like that. I like
So
that.
so we can put someone in the audience if they want to see what their
Yeah,
whammy is. If
let me see. We'll grab
we
somebody
need a
right
full
quick.
name and a date of birth, Lloyd, full date of birth and a full name.
Okay, we got there's one right here. We're gonna put the name is Jennifer uh Terbush, Jennifer Terbush, Terbush, October. It's interesting. And the one I should pick have to be born October 22nd. And today is the 22nd. So you can't make that up. That's the first one that
And make
came
it
up
up.
in 1972.
Okay. When's the birth? Okay, 10/22,
Yeah, 72.
1972.
Yeah, so
Okay.
she's even born in the year of the one.
So let me put my email in, because you do have to put your email in to get this. Um, and then it'll spit the numbers out for you. So then you just hit generate whammy. So we're just doing this under the, should I do the Chaldean, since that's probably not her name? Let's do Chaldean, because that's
Yes,
probably not her
yes,
birth
yes.
name.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to use the 1 to 8 system, Jennifer, because that's probably not your birth name. But this is what you're expressing right now. Okay, so we can look at your whammy. So of course, that's funny because her soul urge is also a 22, just like her individual frequency.
Interesting.
So your soul urge is a 22, your expression is a 5, your life path is a 6, and your individual frequency we know is a 22. So it automatically populates this down here into the calculator, and then you hit calculate whammy, and it'll calculate your whammy. And here you go. So
Oh, that's
your
nice.
wants
That's
are, you
nice.
want to be you are the master builder. You want to be a master builder. That's an air element, planet Uranus. The gender is feminine, and you're able to be a communicative messenger. That's air again, Mercury, masculine. What you must do is be a magnetic harmonizer. That's a
Hmm.
earth element, Venus, feminine. And what your mentality is a master builder. And then down here to give you the strengths of that, all those things. So your strengths here for your W and your I are execution, structure, and legacy. Challenges are overwhelming pressure, rigidity, maybe black magic for that 22, or crime. The strengths are adaptability for the 5, curiosity and magnetism. The challenges for your 5 are restlessness, overindulgence, or vulgarness. And then for your 6, responsibility, devotion, and grace are the strengths. Martyrdom, control, or being stubborn are the challenges. And then here's guidance. So there's guidance for each number. So for your 22, you want to create order and build for humanity. For your abilities, you want to channel change into purpose. For your life path, you want to serve without self erasure and don't meddle in others' affairs. Okay. And then it's the same thing for your frequency, since they are the same. And then this is where the magic happens down here. It answers the questions of the aspects. So each aspect answers a question. So do your wants align with your abilities? This is a harmonic This is a harmonic aspect. So your wants do align with your abilities. So your wants is a 22 master builder, and your ability is a 5. Those are 4 and 5. Those are air numbers. They do get along. Okay.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
this is harmonic. All right. And so then when we look at, do your abilities support what you must do? That's your expression and your life path. So that's neutral. The 5 and the 6 do get along, but there's other things that may cause a neutral aspect there. So
Hmm.
transformational, it requires some balance there, because they don't really want the same things, right? The
Hmm.
6 and the 5. So then you do your wants align with what you must do. So this is your soul urge, the 22, with your number 6. And this is conflicting because the 6 and the 4 are conflicting numbers. Okay. Those are opposition numbers. So it
Hmm.
doesn't mean it's bad. It just means there could be some conflict there where you need to balance some things out in order to make sure you're getting at the things you want to get at while you're still fulfilling your life path. Okay. So this is how it can show you where there's strengths, weaknesses in the aspects of how your core numbers interact with each other. All right. And then the last questions and answers are all about your individuality and how it aligns with these things. So does your individuality align with what you want? Yeah, that's very harmonic. It's the same thing. You have a 22 master builder individuality, and you have a 20 master number 22 and soul urge. So you want the same thing. You want to master build, and you want to build something for humanity. Okay.
Now,
Um,
all I got to do is go to your website and get this.
yeah. Now, mind you, this what you're getting here is great information, and it's a great starting point for people to start to understand their energy and their core numbers. But again, remember, this is only giving you 4 out of the 5 core numbers. So to
Hmm.
get that 5th number, to see how you package all that and see how that interacts with everything, you have to book a session. And then what we also do with this, Lloyd, I have a relationship whammy, where I do a relationship report where we can compare your whammy to your mate's whammy, to your child, to your mother, your brother, whoever. You can just compare two people, and it'll compare, do our wants align with each other? Does what I have to do align with what they want to do? So this is what we can find out through this whammy calculator.
So I can get
Okay.
on this tonight then and
Yes,
take a look.
you can get on this tonight and take a look.
I'm going to do
Okay.
that. I'm definitely going to check me out and see how much harmony and disharmony is in my life. This is good. This
So
is
what's
good.
so interesting
Great.
about this,
This is great.
Lloyd, is I like, and not that I didn't know that there was some disharmony in some of my numbers, but it's something else when you see it in front of you and you can see that, hey, there is conflict there. Because even with myself, when I first did whammy, of course, I practiced on myself and my family members first. And when I put mine in and I saw the conflict between my individual frequency and my life path, but when I seen it on, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like, that is what holds me back. Like I'm being helped. Like, I'm like, I figured it out. So that's why I'm like, this is good for people because it can really show you if you're having troubles anywhere in your life, it could be because these things might not be in the most perfect alignment. And all that means is you just have some shadow work to do. You just have some balancing work to do. So, it's not the end of the world if it's a conflict, but it just means that you have some work to do.
I think this is absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
This is amazing. I think this is nice. I think this is
So,
very, very nice.
so I don't want, I mean, if people want to do the whammy, oh, and then what you can do, you can
Somebody
come
just
down
said,
here.
I want to check the website out too.
Yes, please check the website out. Please subscribe on there and stuff.
And then
Because
all they got to do at the bottom of the screen, scrolling across, is her information. And
yes.
the website again is numeralytics.net.
Yes. So this is what I've been building all summer, Lloyd. This
Yeah,
website
but
and all
it's
this
worth
stuff.
it. I
Yeah,
can see the energy. I can see how much has been put into it to do all the calculations, to go back and forth, because there's so many variables.
there
You know
is.
what I'm saying? It's
Um,
not like it's simply 1, 2, 3. Although when
right,
people see the results, it looks like simply 1, 2, 3.
right.
The way you broke it down, especially toward the end with the questions of how you harmonize or harmony and the degree of disharmony, it tells me you
Yes,
put a lot into this, Melinda. That's what it
I
tells
did.
me. You
I
put a
did.
lot
And
into this.
people that had sessions with me will tell you how eye-opening this has been for them. So they'll tell you that it really works. It's really something that showed them. And some people already know these things, right? But you don't know things sometimes, so people put a label on them. And they say, hey, this is why this feels like this, because there's a conflict with the energy here.
Can
Um,
you also print it out?
yes, I was gonna say right here, you can do download your whammy report. I don't want to download hers because it's her stuff in here, but you can do download and it'll download it to a Word document and where you can save it or email it to somebody, um, or anything.
And
Um,
somebody says, "Wow, love this, so thorough." Yes, it is. It's very thorough.
so I
It
do want everyone to go to the website and play around with the whammy. You can put other people's name in and all that kind of stuff, if you know it. Um, And this is really fun. It's really fun for people to do. So I just wanted to make sure that I unveiled this for people. And I don't want to spend a lot more time on this, Lloyd, because I have other stuff that I want to roll out real quick. And then I want to get to some readings so I can give people their personal energy for
Well,
next year.
you have a boatload. Trust me, you have
Okay.
literally a boatload of readings. So, um,
So make sure you guys, when you want to do the whammy at the website, it's called Numerology Aspects Whammy. Okay. So it's right here on the website. Now, what we're going to get into is this cosmic calendar preview because this is the next thing I'm working on. So it's really just a preview to let you know what the universal energy is. I'm not going to go through all this. I'm just going to get to the calculator. This is giving you the universal guide for next year. Okay. And you can just come down here and we're just going, you could pop whatever day you want in there. So let's just pop in there since we're going into January 2026, January 1st. And if you hit reveal, so it'll give you the universal year, the month, and the day. It'll give you what you should be doing. It's, the year's the beginnings. The 2 is a germination month to nurture your seeds and partner with people. And then that 3 day going into the first of the year is a day of expansion. Okay, focus. It gives you do's and don'ts and a little oracle advice. And it'll tell you who it's good for, Pisces and Sagittarius, whoever that day resonates with. So this is the universal energy. So if you guys ever don't know what the universal day is, you can come to my website. Or if you want to know what a universal day in the future or the past is, you can come right here, pop it in, and it'll give you the universal energy. So this is just for the universal energy. Now, if you would like to get your personal energy with this, so your whole up cycle, okay, you can come here to unlock the full cosmic calendar. It'll give you your up cycle, so it'll give you the universal energy plus your personal energy and guidance. And it'll also give you where the moon is and how the moon's energy is resonating with you that day. Okay. So to unlock that, it is $5 a month. So you do have to subscribe to the website for that. But you just come here, register. Again, I don't sell any information. I wouldn't even know how to do that. So you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, I'm not
Um,
into that either.
right.
Yeah.
You just come here and register. And once you're registered, um, down here is the members area. So you can like log in, register. You can change your password. You can come in and do a lot of stuff. So when you register, right? It'll give you the full calculator, which I'm going to show you real quick. Okay. So just give me 1 second. And let's pray that this works too. Because I had a user.
Everything's been working so far, so I would like
I
to think.
know. I'm so impressed. Oh, it worked. It worked. Okay. I don't want you to save the password. No. It worked. Okay. Never save it on this browser. So now that I'm logged in, I can go to the full calendar and show you guys how that looks. So now you're in the full tool. And when you get the full tool, it gives you more. So you can put, so we're going to put the same day in, January 1st, 2026, but I'm going to put my birthday in to
Mm-hmm.
see where I am. And then we can, this is what it'll give you if you subscribe. Okay. So it'll give you the universal and the personal cycle. So there's the universal cycle we just talked
In other
about.
words, how you compare with the universe against your personal cycles.
Yes.
That's brilliant. I like that. I like that.
Okay. So to give you that, and then here's your up cycle guidance. So it tells you that the universal is the collective, and then the personal is your assignment. And then each thing it'll go through and tell you what the universe is doing and what you should be doing. And then it'll tell you who the universal day favors, and it'll tell you who your personal day favors. Okay, and who you're going to attract on that personal day. Okay, and then
Mm-hmm.
it's going to tell you where the moon is that day. That day the moon is going to be in Gemini. It's going to be a waxing gibbous, so it'll give you a little guidance about
Oh,
the
that's
moon.
nice. That's nice. You're
Okay.
also tracking the moon cycles too.
Yes. So in
Okay.
order to get this, you do have to. It's just $5 a month. Um, and then you have full access to the full calendar. And just to let you know, if you do want to get this, I would get in as soon as you can, because right now it's $5 a month. But guys, I'm continuing to build on this, and next year I'm going into an 11 year, and I'm a two-person. So you best believe more statistics, more calculations, more things we're going to track. More, I want to get some other things on here to track for you guys. And once we add more stuff to the calendar, that price will go up. But the people who lock in at $5 a
Stay there.
month, you'll be locked in at $5 a month.
Question.
Mhm.
Could, if a person do the calendar, could they say, okay, this is December, but I can't remember what happened back November? Could they go back a month in the
Yes,
past, or can they go 2 or 3 or 4 months up the road?
yes, yes. So let's do it.
That's nice.
So,
That's nice. That's
give me
nice.
a date you want to look at, Lloyd. Give me a date, any date.
Let's look at April 7th.
Okay, 2026, right?
Yes,
Oops, I put the wrong year in.
that's all right. But
Oh,
you can do it,
Lord.
you can do it in the year 3022, right? Or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah, I can do any year. And then you got to look. So so since we're in the full calendar, let's put your birthday in here, Lloyd.
Okay, that's
Do you
February
mind?
7th.
February 7th. Okay. So listen, when we calculate that, we know you're in lockstep with the universe because you're a cosmic universalist. So
Yeah.
yours is going to be in lockstep.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that's going to be a 5 month and a 3 day. And then it'll give you the moon that day will be in Sagittarius. It'll be a waning gibbous. So to give you everything that you need to look for that day.
That's on February the 7th?
No, we looked at April 7th.
April 7th. That's what I meant to say. Okay.
April 7th,
And you know
2026.
what? I've looked at the moon book. The moon will be in Sagittarius.
Yeah.
How did you do that?
It's
That's
mad.
nice. But I forgot, you're a data person, so data analyst. So that's exactly right. That's exactly right. I just have my
So
26 moon book right here.
So that's it. So that's it. That's the website. I want to welcome everyone to the site. Please come use the tools. If you have any questions, send me an email. You don't have to do a full reading. If you have a question, you can send me an email. But I encourage you to use the tools, get familiar with your own energy, get familiar with your core four. So you can, start your road to mastery for this new one universal year, which we need to talk about.
And that's at numerolitics.net.
Yes.
Okay.
So
And
you
it's
can stop sharing. Yep. Thank you, Lloyd. Thank you for stop sharing.
scrolling at the bottom of the screen. So please do that. So
Mhm.
somebody just says, this is great. Oracle, I want to have her as a guest on my show soon. And
Yes.
I'm going to call her. I'm going to try to see if I can get her on extremely soon, sooner than later. She says, fantastic. Wow, this is great.
So let's read this because someone had a whammy. So
Where? I'm trying
it's
to.
a little bit up from Oracle. So it's like it's Janice Montague.
Okay, hold up.
It's like a few. I don't know if you see them the same way I do.
Um, yes, I see it. I see it. I
You
see
see
it.
it?
Yeah, she said I had this whammy reading a few weeks ago, and I highly recommend it. So many dots got connected for me. Melinda's analysis is priceless. It's nothing like getting some word of mouth. Okay,
Yes.
who said it? So I'm
Yes.
definitely going to make sure I go there at when this is over today. Now, I know we're coming up on the hour. Can I keep it a little longer today?
Yeah, go ahead, Lloyd. Let's do some birthdays because I know I took some time running my mouth and stuff.
No, 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 no. It wasn't running mouth. It was just that you had a lot of things to introduce. So I think it's great. So
Thank
let
you.
me go back a bit.
But what I want to say too to the people why I'm doing this and why we just went through all that stuff, guys, that's what a one personal year should look like. Right? So everything that you
You
just
entered
told
your
me,
Leo year of running. That's all I can say.
yeah, everything that you just see me unveil, that's a one personal year. Those birthday cards were a Master 11 download. And they were also basically a Master 22 build, because the Master 22 is my hidden talent. So, these are the things that you guys should pay attention to. Why you have to know your numbers. You have to know what cycle you're in. And that's why I created these tools, so you can get at least the basic information. And then when you want more detailed and you're ready to go in depth, then you book a reading or you book a session with myself or people like Lloyd, or any one of us, whoever you resonate with,
But what's interesting, you, Kimberly, and I all have numerology calculators.
And
You're
guess what we are? What are we, Lloyd?
Leos and Aquarians.
And we're the
Yeah,
ones that everything's significant for next year.
yeah,
And
yeah.
again, that Aquarian energy, that's progressive energy. Uranus rules technology. It rules mass communication. It rules the internet. So these are the types of things, that you were going to see from Leos and Aquarians coming into this one universal year.
Yeah, but the beautiful part is all of our calculators are totally different. I think mine is
Totally.
the most simplest of it because I like to keep it simple. Where between you and Kimberly, y'all got it. Listen, I ain't even in the same league, but y'all, it's okay. Now I want to do the first one that came up is actually at right after 7 o'clock was Anthony's Deutsch. I hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly. They're born on September the 4th of 1993. It's interesting because they're born in the year of the 22, because 1993 has the 22, their life path is an 8. So
Right. And they could have put their stuff into the whammy, right?
Yeah, for those of you who want to kind of know your stuff, just go to Numeralytics. That's at the bottom of the screen, numeralytics.net, and put your information in there. And so even though she's going to read you, at least you got much more information than because I mean, if you did one, that would take up quite a bit just to go through all the aspects. I'm impressed how you
Yeah,
got that moon. I don't know how you did that, but that's great how you got the moon, because that's very important to figure out where the moon is.
yeah.
Okay.
So this person is born September 4th. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be giving out the personal energy factor for people, Lloyd.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is what you guys can use to make sure you know your energy.
Now, would you
Okay.
say that? How is that determined?
So the personal energy factor is determined by adding your month plus your day of birth. So in this person's case, we would add the 9 plus 4, which is a 13. So
Got it.
your personal energy factor is a 13, but of course we want to reduce that to 4.
Mm-hmm.
But the way we look at it is, when we look at it, we do make sure we add it correctly to make sure we don't miss a master number year or a master
Sure.
number
Sure.
energy. Sure.
Sure.
But the factor is 4. So you can always remember that your factor is always 4 cycles ahead of the universal energy for this person. So this
Mm-hmm.
person is a Virgo 4. They're an earth sign with an air number. Okay. Their
Mm-hmm.
best days are going to be Sundays and Wednesdays. Their key numbers are the 4, 1, and 5. This person is very like pragmatic and practical. Um, Probably very analytical, a methodical, intellectual thinker, with that earth sign air number. Their best days, like I said, are Sunday and Wednesday. And with that personal energy factor number 4, let's look at what year you're going in. You're going to be going into a 5 year.
Yep.
So whatever you were going through this year you were going through you should have been having a lot of work to do, should have been hard work for you this year. So next year, going into your 5 year, this is going to be a time for you to kind of change things. If you don't like the way things are going for you, you can make a big change and a big pivot next year, especially with it being a 1-5 upcycle. So you're going into this is what's important. This is what the calculator does, Lloyd. You're going into a 1 universal year. We all are, but you're going into a 5 personal. So that's a 1-5 upcycle. That's way in. It's an in cycle. It's fire and air, one of the most favorable
And
combinations
she's
you
a
can get.
four, and her numbers are the 4, 1, and 5. So it seems like a
Yes.
whole lot of things will kind of coalesce for her next year.
Yes.
That's the way I look at
Yeah.
it based upon your calendar.
It'll coalesce for her next year. And also, the people who are going to help her along her way next year are going to be Geminis and Virgos, or someone born on the 5th, the 14th, or the 23rd, or in a minor way, in Aquarius, or
Mm-hmm.
someone
Mm-hmm.
born on the 4th, the 13th, the 22nd, or the 31st of the month. So
Mm-hmm.
these are the things that are going to be good for you for next month. But next month's a social cycle for you. It's filled with adventure, change, opportunity. So these are the things that you have to look forward to next year in your 5 year. Don't, be careful not to overindulge, and don't scatter and waste energy in your 5 year. Okay.
I think that is so cool. Now, what about Creative Yellow Soul? They're born 10/10/2002.
So
They
this
say they
person,
don't know their life path.
okay, so we can give them their life path. So she's somebody that should have put her stuff in the whammy. So creator, I'm going to have you put your stuff in whammy, but we're going to give you, because we're doing personal energy factor readings. Okay. So to get your life path, go to whammy. Go to the whammy, get your life path. But for born on 10/10, to get your personal energy factor, 10 plus 10 equals 20, right? So you are a personal energy factor too. I call that the cosmic diplomat. I actually forgot to give the other person their name for the personal energy factor number 4. Those are the cosmic reformers. So for you, cosmic diplomat, personal energy factor number 2, you're going into a 1-3 upcycle. So you're going into a 3 personal year. It's an end cycle. This is a career cycle. It's a very ambitious cycle, innovative, creative, ambition, career. It's a social cycle. It's a youthful cycle. Those attracted to you and those that help you along your way next year are going to be Sagittarius and Pisces, or those that are born on the 3rd, the 12th, the 21st, or the 30th of the month. And we didn't even do her other thing. I mean, doing 5 different readings here. So you are a Libra 1 person. I'm doing a lot of readings here, Lloyd.
And her life path destiny is, or did you want her to, you want to tell her, or did
If she wants her life path, I want her to go use the calculator, but her key numbers are the 1, 4, and 2. Her best days are Sunday and Monday all the time. Should we put her stuff in the calculator, Lloyd? I can pop it in real quick.
No, let her go figure it out
Let
because
her go do it, right?
you got enough birthdays to last you for a minute up here.
All
Okay.
right. Come on,
Uh,
let's go.
so this is Hooked Up Entertainment. This is one of our regulars. Thank you, buddy, and happy holidays to all of you. 11/17/76. They're born at 10:24 a.m., which means their sun is in the 10th house, the house of career.
Okay, so that's a very good sign for you. So 11/17, you are a Scorpio 8 person. So your key numbers are always the 8, 9, and 6, and your key days are always Saturday, Tuesday, and Friday. You are a water sign with an earth number. These people are very sensitive, emotional, very intellectual. I find that these people are usually like teachers or counselors or something like that, because they like to intellectually nurture, others in an intellectual way. And for you, for your personal energy factor, your personal energy factor is like me. Your personal energy factor is a 28-1. So you are always one step ahead of the universal energy, which I find to be very fascinating because when you're always that one step ahead, you can kind of you're kind of like one step ahead, right? You kind of feel you're the cosmic
They
trailblazer.
can't
That
say it any other way.
Yeah, that personal energy factor one is the cosmic trailblazer. So next year you're going into a cusp cycle. So you're going into a master number 11 cycle, which can also be a 2 cycle. So I do call that cusp. So that's a fire water cycle. So that's a very inventive cycle. So it's going to be visionary for you. You might get some spiritual downloads, but there's going to be times next year where you're going to feel like not much is moving. You're going to feel the need to rest, because whatever downloads you get, you're going to have to kind of ground them, and it's going to be a lot. And I'm just familiar with the energy because that's the energy that I went through building these cards. So I it's a very odd energy, but it's very creative. But you will need to take some rest. And the zodiac signs that will be attracted to you or help you will be cancers, or those born on the 2nd, the 7th, the 11th, the 16th, the 20th, or the 25th, or the 29th of the month. Um, so
You go,
that's for you.
Melinda. You go. Um, this is beautiful, brilliant universe. They're born 9/18. In fact, their cosmic number, whatever it is, also is a one, just like the
When is
last
their birthday? 9/18 or
9/17, excuse me,
9.
9/19/77. And they
So
said they
this is. Oh, go ahead.
no, they said
What
they're
is
in a
it?
one personal year, which they are correct, but you go ahead.
Yes. So they are no. They're again. They're like me. They're a personal energy factor 1. They're in a one personal year. This person is a Virgo 1. Their key numbers are the 1, 4, and 5. So yeah, you're in a one personal year. So again, the personal energy factor 1, you get a sneak preview of what's going to happen before the year happens. So that's pretty cool energy. I find that it's very helpful for when you have not maybe really completed something. You get kind of a second chance when the universal energy switches over because it puts you right back into that cycle that you just came out of personally. So for you, again, you're just like Stephen and I, you're heading into a cuff cycle. You're heading into an 11 or a 2 cycle next year. So it's the same thing. It's the inventive, new beginnings. It's visionary energy. It's collaborative. And those that this 11 cycle that we're going into, guys, is kind of like our one cycle a little bit, because that 11 has those 2 1s. So you're going to feel a lot of that one energy still, that energy to be creative and visionary and really get those downloads, and you're supposed to act on them at the time. However, some of them you may need to nurture. So again, that cusp energy, you might drop back down. You're going to have to nurture some of this stuff that you come up with and kind of make sure that it has the correct details that it needs for you to get it off the ground. But other than that, there might be some small changes around the home or the office in that year. And again, cancers are going to be there to help you as well.
Good. Now, this is from Pamela Terry, 1768, who was born on June the 12th of 1955 at 8:02 p.m., which means her sun is sitting in the fifth house.
Great. I love the way you do that, Lloyd. So June 12th is a Gemini person. This is a Gemini 3. I think someone else has that birthday. It's no, that they're the Gemini 30th. Okay. So your key numbers are going to be the 3, 6, and 5. Your personal energy factor is a 18, 9. So you're just like Lloyd, you're a cosmic universalist. So you are always in lockstep with the universe. No matter what the universal energy is, that's going to be what your personal energy is. So for people like you, I like to make sure that you guys know this. Next year, you're going into a 1-1 up cycle. This is a fire energy. It's a very bold year for you. You out of all people need to definitely do something new next year. Step out there on faith, create something, make a new beginning. You might be moving next year. You might get a new job. You might travel somewhere new that you've never been, but you definitely should be doing something new. And those that are here that are going to help you next year are going to be Leos and Aquarius, or those born on the 1st, the 4th, the 10th, the 13th, the 19th, the 22nd, the 28th, or the 31st of the month.
All right, you're just kicking it. This is Letitia Thomas Russell. They're born at December the 15th, 72 at 4:26 p.m., which means their sun is sitting in the 7th house.
Yeah.
The house of
Okay.
partnerships.
Great.
And they just had a birthday about a week and a half ago.
So you are a lucky winner, Sagittarius 6 of a birthday card. So I have some cards. I didn't tell this in the beginning, but there's cards that I'm giving away, and Sagittarius 6 was one of them.
Really?
Yeah, so I'll need this person to submit their address and name to me so I can mail this to them.
You got to send it to Numeralytics. Where they send it? To numeralytics.net?
Yeah, they should send it to Melinda at numeralytics.net. And just tell me that you're the Sag 6 and give me your name and your address, and this will get mailed to you
Your
as
name
soon
is
as possible.
Letitia Thomas Russell. Congratulations.
So congratulations to you. You are a Sag 6. Your key numbers are the 6, 3, and 9. And again, another cosmic universalist. You are always in lockstep with the universe. So for you people, you really need to make sure that you understand which cycle you're in, because when you're high, you're high. But when it's low, it's low. So if you're going through like a 7 cycle, or sometimes could be like a 4 cycle, and you might feel real low and real down, just know to weather that storm, because one thing that's constant in this world is change. And every 24 hours, the universal cycle changes. So not to fret, but just be cognitive of that. Be aware of that. So you're going into your one up cycle. So again, fire energy. Leos and Aquariuses again are here to help you as well next year. But you want to be bold. Hopefully you have done the preparation this year to end the things necessary so you can make those bold starts next year.
Okay. How many cards you got?
What to give away? So what'll happen is if someone's birthday that we read, if I have their card,
as
I'm
it
giving
comes
it.
up.
Yeah, they win. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, let's go to, and we'll be on for about another 15 minutes or so, if that's okay with you.
That's the Lloyd. I'm happy to do it.
Good. We have somebody, Raven Green. Oh, this is the gentleman I spoke with today out of Philly. I told him you would be on. I told him you were from his neck of the woods.
So hey, Raven Green. So let's give him a great reading, Lloyd. So
Yes.
Raven Green, you are a Taurus 7 person. I'll give you your personal energy factors of 3, but we will let's give you your personal universal code. So your key numbers are always a 7, 2, and 6. Your best days by far are always on a Monday or Friday. You're an earth sign with a water number, so you're very pragmatic, practical. You're probably very patient as that Taurus. With that 7, you're a receptive analyzer. You're a mystic seeker. You are interested in the occult. You're interested in knowledge seeking. You would probably like to travel the world to understand different cultures. You're probably an avid reader. And for you, you are, like I said, you're a personal energy factor number 3. The personal energy factor number 3 is the cosmic expander. Okay, so you're always in some type of expansion mode. So right now you're going to be going into a 1-4 up cycle. Okay. So last year, or well, last year. This year, you were in a 3 personal year, which meant that you were probably having some fun this year. You were probably doing some social networking, socializing with people maybe younger than you or different cultures, and just having a great time all around and expanding whatever dream that you were working on. But this year coming up is going to be an out cycle for you personally. You are going into a fire and air elemental cycle, which is favorable, but 4 is a heavier air than 5. 5 is a light, fresh, free air. 4 is a structured air that's kind of fixed, and it's heavier. So be aware of that. So this is work, structure, and order for you this year. It's also a health cycle. So make sure you're looking out for your health this year. For sevens, it's usually like night sweats, skin issues, and maybe some digestive issues. So the people that are here going to help you this coming year is going to be the Aquariuses and the Leos. Aquarius people like Lloyd, and Leo people like
Yeah,
me,
we spoke this
born
week. So interesting. So
yeah,
interesting.
born on the 1st, the 4th, the 10th, the 13th, the 19th, the 22nd, or the 28th, or the 31st of the month. So
All
that's for
right.
you.
The next one we got is Goldie 88 GL. She's born July 18th of 1988 at 5:25 a.m., which means her sun is sitting in the first house,
Okay.
house of
So
Aries.
Goldie, the House of Aries, right?
Yeah.
And that's interesting because she's a 9 person. So
Yeah.
she must have a
Yeah.
lot of
That would
fire in
attract
her.
Aries energy too.
Yeah. All right. So Goldie, you're a Cancer 9 person. Your key numbers are the 9, 3, and 6. Your personal energy factor is a 7. It's a 25/7. Your key days are always Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. And you're a water sign with a fire number. So you are one of those astronumeric descriptors that do require balance.
Hold up. How
You
did you say that again? Can you run that slowly? You are what? What?
yes. So all right. So you know how I call the water sign fire number WSFN, right? And guys, that's a play off of Carl Jung's personality test. If anyone's ever taken a personality test and you get like your INTJ or whatever, that's how I came up with and I call it an astronumeric descriptor. Okay. So it's your
Uh-huh.
astro and your numeric description. Your
Right.
astro is your sign. So she's a water sign. That's her astro. And then her numeric is fire number. So that's her astronumeric descriptor.
And
That's
so
all it
how
is.
did you describe it when you said her astronumeric descriptor? That's what you meant?
I said her astronumeric descriptor is a WSFN. So
Yeah.
she's a water sign fire number. So she's sensitive, emotional, probably very protective, being that Cancer. With that 18, that 9. So she's proactive and passionate. Drama artistic, those 9s, very drama, and they're artists, so they're drama artistic people. I made that word up. Um so
Okay.
again, she's a personal energy factor number 7. So that just tells me that she's going through a little bit of a rough year this year. She was in a 7 personal year. So next year you're going to be in a bounce back cycle, Goldie. Next year is you're going to be
I like how you
um
put that. I would agree.
yeah.
I would
You
agree.
know why I do that, Lloyd? Because people who are going into their 8 year, they've just come out of 2 out cycles. You came out of a 6 cycle where it was about your home, your family, your community, and your job in service to humanity, right? Then you go through a 7 cycle where it's all about you. It's inner analysis, it's sabbatical energy, it's almost midlife crisis energy sometimes, right? So when you make it through those 2 cycles, you damn right 8 energies bounce back energy. We're bouncing back. This is a harvest cycle, it's a power cycle, it's a financial cycle, it's a relationship cycle. So you're gonna be having a great time next year. You should be betting on yourself, and making sure that you are just betting on yourself, having a good time, um, looking at your finances and making sure those things are in order. And all the work that you've been putting in, Goldie, through this cycle should be paying off for you next year in this 8 year.
I'd agree. So, and she also said that those are nice cards. They're very, very unique. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. And the cars are very affordable. So I want to make sure people know that they're very affordable. for the family. I didn't want to charge a lot for that kind of stuff because I want people to be able to afford these cards and buy them for your family members and
But
get
not only
more
that, but they're
people.
very personalized. You said how
Yeah,
many variations? 130 something variations?
132.
Same
There's
thing.
a
Same thing, more than 12. I know that much. Okay.
more than
Now,
12. Yes.
this is one of my buddies here too. November the 6th of 88. He was born at 9:13 a.m., which means his sun is sitting in the 11th house.
11th
All
house.
right. So what say you about him?
So what I say about him is he has the same birthday as my nephew.
Uh-huh.
So, and that's the Scorpio 6. His key numbers are the 6, 9, and 3. His personal energy factor is an 8, which means he's going into a 9 universal year next year. Okay. So the personal energy factor 8, those are that's cosmic power. You're heading into a 9 year. So that tells me that you have some things to end. There's some things that you may want to be transforming, or the things that you've been doing 1 through 8 are going to be manifesting next year in your 9 cycle. And you may be taking that thing to the next level. Another thing that people should be doing in their 9 year is preparing. Okay. So part of the 9 is not just ending things and just, transformations, it's preparation because you are on the precipice of a whole new cycle starting when this 9 years over. So you've got to prepare. So I call people in their 9 year, they got to get rid of the 3 O's, the outworn, the outgrown, and the old. You got to discard those things in a 9 years. So you have to make sure you do reflection, get one of the journals. There's reflection prompts in there. Reflect on the things that are no longer serving you so you can go ahead and get rid of those things in that 9 years so you can make room for your following 1 year.
That's great. And we got this young lady. She's from India. She's born at 9 a.m. Now she's in Delhi. Now she was
Oh.
born in Delhi, which is in India, but it's May 1st,
Mhm.
1984, but born in a master number 22 year. So it's about 6 hours ahead of us. Yeah, India is about 6, 7 hours ahead. But anyway, um, I would have to do some calibrations on that. But anyway, what do you say about her?
So I say that she's a Taurus 1 person. I say that her personal universal code is going to be the 1, 4, and 9. Those are your key numbers. Your key days are always Sundays and Tuesdays. And your personal energy factor is a 6. So you are the cosmic adjuster. So that tells me that you've been going through a 6 year this year. And that tells me that next year you're going into a 7 personal year. So you're going into a 1, 7 upcycle. So this can feel very lonely for you because the whole world is in and they're doing new things. They're active, they're out there, they're having a great time. And meanwhile, you're going to be like not wanting to do any of that stuff. You're going to want peace and quiet. You're probably going to be doing some inner work, and really just kind of looking at yourself and analyzing the direction that you're going in. And the one thing that I do say when people are going through that any 7 personal cycle, but especially the personal year, because I think the year is more has more of effect on us than the months and the day cycles do. So for that 7 personal year, I always call it that's a reflect and perfect cycle. So reflect, then you perfect those things. Don't beat yourself up about them. You reflect them and perfect them. You observe them when they come up because things hidden come up in the 7 cycle. So when they come up, you observe them, you don't absorb them. Because when you absorb them, that's when you have the breakdowns. That's when you're self-critical, you're self-analytical. Observe, don't absorb, reflect and perfect, and then meditate, then wait. That's your instructions for a 7 personal year.
All righty. Now we have Cheryl Herbs. She's born October the 8th of 62. Born in
October
the
the 8th,
afternoon.
62. So she's a
Yeah.
Libra 8 person. So she's also a personal energy factor number 9, Lloyd. She's a cosmic universalist, just like yourself. So she's always in lockstep with the universe. So Libra 8, your key numbers are always going to be the 8, 6, and 3, which makes your key days always Saturday, Friday, and Thursday. Okay. Being that cosmic universalist, like I said, you're going into a 1 year. So hopefully you have done a preparation this year. You have discarded those 3 O's, the outworn, the old. in the outgrown, the old, and outworn. And now you made those preparations. We started this last week and this year on a 7 universal week and a 7 universal day. We end the year on a 7 universal day. Spirit is asking us to look at our spiritual practices and look within to make sure that we're heading into this one universal year with the right mindset, with the right spiritual practices, with the right mentality, with the right tools necessary. Because, guys, listen, the old system is crumbling. Okay. We're walking into a one universal year. This is a new system that we're walking into. You have to be a part of creating this new system. So if you're still stuck in the old ways and still letting that stuff weigh you down, you're going to get left behind when everyone's ascending next year. So we all have to get on the same page. That's why Lloyd, myself, Kimberly, and others are doing different calculators. We're doing different reports to make sure the family
That's so
has this
interesting.
information.
We're on the
Yeah,
same page, but from a different angle, a different perspective. That is so
different
true.
perspective, but it's all coming from the one perspective that we want to help humanity.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's the one thread that's in common. We're all here to help you guys to rise and ascend to the next level. That's why when I made the new website, it's called Awaken. It's called Align, Awaken, and Ascend. Because we need to do this. We need to awaken, then align ourselves, and then ascend to the next level. Once we master ourselves, then there's still going to be problems, obviously, but it's easier to get through the problems because you've mastered it.
As they say, Ashe. We're
Yep.
going to
And
read
you
two more
know
people.
thyself.
We're going to read Neville. Neville is January the 12th of 59. He
So I
says,
think that's interesting. January 12th. I think that's Raekwon's birthday, if I'm not mistaken, from the Wu-Tang
I know
Clan.
it's Jeff Bezos' birthday. I know
Is
that.
it Jeff Bezos?
Yeah.
Okay, so Capricorn 3. So your key numbers are always going to be the 3, 8, and the 6. Your key days are Thursday, Saturday, and Friday. Now, your personal energy factor is a 13-4. So again, you're the cosmic reformer. So again, you're going into a 5 personal year next year. You're an earth sign with a fire number, so you're very grounded and practical. You're a creative achiever, so you can achieve things. You're very ambitious with that number 3. Probably a good talker, probably the life of every party. So you want to make sure that you use those social skills next year and your 5 year. Again, with that 5 year, it's a time to pivot. So if you don't like the stuff that's going on in your life, your world, your circle, that 5 year is going to be very ripe energy for you to make the changes that you've been wanting to make. So I say, have at it. You're going to have a lot of fun next year, but make sure you don't overindulge, because whatever you overindulge in your 5 year, you will have to make adjustments for it in your 6 year.
Amen. Amen. Here's our last one from Fox Sinatra, 7202. He says, good evening, Brother Lloyd and family. My daughter is December the 26th, which is coming up very soon. And says, what can they expect? What can she expect this upcoming year?
So December 26th, so that's the day after Christmas. So happy early birthday. That's a Capricorn 8. Must be probably a very serious person who's very ambitious, career driven, career achievement driven. Their key numbers are always the 8, 6, and 3. Their personal energy factor is going to be a 38, which is 11, which we would reduce that to a 2. The best days are going to be Saturday, Friday, and Thursday. And since this is a personal energy factor too, this person is the cosmic diplomat, and they're going to head into a 3 personal year. This is a end cycle for them, so it's a very ambitious cycle. So just like they have all those 8s around them and all that planet Saturn with that Capricorn 8, this year is going to be a good year for her. This is good for innovation, creativity, expansion, ambitious career moves. It's going to be a social cycle. It's going to be a youthful cycle. Those that are here to help her will be Sagittarius or Pisces, born on the 3rd, 12th, 21st, or 30th of the month. And as far as for her career this year coming up, her career months are going to be February, March, May, July, and November. So those are going
Exactly.
to be
Exactly.
the career the Those are going to be the key career months for her since she's so, she's into her career. So I hope
Thank
that
you.
helps.
But before I let you sign off, there's another nice testimony from Cephas 5080. He said I had a numerologist reading done by Queen Bee, and it was amazing.
Thank you, C. Yes, it was amazing. I agree
It
with that.
was amazing. It was
It's
amazing.
amazing for me, but Lloyd, it's amazing, just as amazing for me as it is for the clients, and
It's amazing for me too.
yeah, like I love it. And he'll tell you, we're in there laughing and carrying on, and
And I've been doing
um,
this for a minute, trust me,
yeah,
but I'm still amazed the accuracy of these numbers. It's just
yes,
when you master them. So anybody who can learn the art of numerology and astronumerology, you will have a lifelong experience that will take you anywhere on this planet. Because they're human beings that walk this earth that if they're here, they're born on some month, some day, some year. You get a translator. Now they got phones that will translate the language for you. So it's almost you have no excuse that no matter where you set your feet at on planet Earth, you can always interact. But I do want to thank you very, very much. And let me do this too, because I want people to screenshot your banner. Okay, hold on one second. Let me do this to make sure. Okay. All right, please screenshot. It's Melinda Valentine, astronumerologist, podcaster, author, superb astronumerologist reading. Her email is melinda@numeralytics.net. Okay. And her site is numeralytics.net. Her contact number is 302-492-7722. So, the new year is right around the corner. So y'all need to get some kind of update, but get on her calculator. So to get on her calculator, you go to numeralytics.net, numeralytics.net. That's NUMERALYTICS, numeralytics.net, and get it. Now, and the subscription is $5. I mean, can you buy a bag of potato chips for $5 nowadays? You know
I
what
don't know.
I listen.
You might get one with it filled with half of the chips filled.
Oh yeah, it's got a lot of air in it
A
now.
lot of air in it, yeah.
They're selling you air. It's all free too. God bless their souls, But anyway, please do. And most of all, so she can continue developing the products and services that you see, do make a donation to Cash App at BTV79. That's BTV79. $sign BTV75. Melinda, love you much. Thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you so much. I want to say thank you to the Live with Lloyd family for having me. Please visit the website. Please do the whammy aspects calculator. It can change your life. It
Yeah.
changed my life, and I'm a numerologist. So
I'm going to do the whammy later on this evening and find out where I'm at. And if I give you a call at 1:00 in the morning, I'm confused. Okay, I ain't gonna do that. She ain't gonna.
You're so crazy, Lloyd. Thank you so much, Lloyd. I love you much.
Love you much too.
And thank you so much for having me. Peace, love, kings and queens up, family, and make sure you get your personal energy factor down for next year. It's your month plus your day of birth.
Yeah,
whatever that factor is, you add it in and you're good to go.
Y'all get the whammy. So anyway, I want to thank her very, very much. And this has been brought to you by her herself, Numeralytics. Please go to her numeralytics.net to subscribe and not only get a reading, a consultation, but also to get on that whammy calculator to find out what's working with you. And don't forget, these are her journals. We're now in the Earth season. So this is the journal I'm promoting this month. After that is the sign of Aquarius for air. After that is the sign of Aquarius for Pisces. And after that, the sign for spring for Aries. But whatever the season is, make sure you get it. Also, Uchenna Hackett, in his book, Soul First, Living 24 Hours, Mastering Life Itself. Also, one of my favorites, which is Nicholas Brooklyn with Monique, over 50 years of being in business at 1396 Fulton Street. Please go and check it out. So for those of you who got last minute gift giving or whatever, you can't decide, go to the store, go to this establishment, and believe me, you'll walk out with something with various gifts for people. Also, Recept at and please go there for those of you who wish to kind of start an AI business or assist in terms of being professional and whatnot. Also, best for last is the book published by Kimberly, Kimbaley, The Business of Numerology. It's on Amazon. But by the way, this is her website. This is Kimberly's new website. And if you click at the top, second from the right, you'll see you can get your calculator, whether you're running a business or whether you're running an individual. So please go there. It's so interesting that the similarity between Melinda and Kimberly, but she's got her site too. And it's interesting. Both of them are Leos, which is what I think is interesting. Both of them were born 2 days apart. Both of them were born in the same year, which I ain't gonna tell, ain't none of my business. You know what I'm saying? And the calendars are excellent. So please go to Kimberly, Kimbaley. That's KIMBALEY.com and click and see what your calendar. So actually you'll have 3 calendars because you go to Melinda's at numeralytics.net, click on to get her calendar. Then you go to Kimberly, KIMBALEY.com and click on her calendar. And then you know what you do? Then you go to mine and click on my calendar. My calendar is the easiest. So my calendar is child's play compared to these 2 Leo ladies, but I still got my calculator too. So go there and get it. And so, by the way, not too many days left in December, but please sign up to get your numerology newsletter. It is absolutely free, okay? And if you want to, just go to Kimberly, KIMBALEY on Instagram to see what we did. So the beautiful part is not only do I write it and send it to you, but you can also see the video version of what we do too. Also, for those of you, since January is right around the corner, I did back in, I think, November, December, late, the 2026 yearly astronumerology forecast listing each month with all the do's and don'ts, all the signs, the colors to wear, the stones to carry, the almanac of the best day to buy a car, cut your hair for length or whatever the case, all that's involved in it. And if you want to see the audio portion of it, also go to Kimberly, KIMBALEY, and see it on there. So I do want to thank you. Please, if you can, go to my website, click on to get my calendar. So when you go there, you'll see it says Astronumerology Numerology Calculator. And so you have 3 calculators to work with. And so that's interesting. By coming up with all 3 calculators, you get even a more thorough perspective of what you are about. And you know what? They're absolutely no charge, okay? So you can't get any better than that. Everybody, I'll see you Wednesday. I think I will be my own guest so I can start reading you too. I enjoy this just like Melinda does. So everybody, God bless you. You'll all have a nice day. You take good care of yourselves. And I got to thank Melinda. She just showed up and showed out, as they say, okay? Everybody, y'all take care.